If you want to know how I create this, in the Procreate app, just keep on watching. Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Natalia from Akaihana Art, and for this community I create videos about illustration, design and creative planning in general. So if you like this kind of topics, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell so you won't miss anything. So in this video I'm going to show you how I create my own video intro for my YouTube videos with Procreate 5 and their new animation tool. I'm going to show you the new stuff that it has, and I'm going to give you more or less a step-by-step on how I create mine. I'm not going to be able to do it the whole thing because it took me about 3 hours to create the whole thing, but I'm going to show you the most important steps to create your own. You can get creative and do other things. So without further ado, let's get to the Procreate app and I show you how I did it. You have to create a canvas that is 1280 by 720. And once you have opened that canvas, you have to activate the Animation Assist by clicking on Tools, Canvas, and Animation Assist. The Animation Assist is a window that is going to be in the bottom of your screen, and you are going to be able to see all the layers or frames. If you add them down here or up here, it's the same. And another cool thing about that is that you are able to change some settings. In the settings, you are able to change how many frames per second you are going to have in your animation. That is going to allow you to your animation to go faster or slower, depending on how many layers are going to be per second. The other cool things is the onion skin and how opaque you want those skins to be. And you can change if you want to see your animation once or all over and over again, or a ping pong that is backwards and forward, like a boomerang in Instagram. Here is the pause and play button. You can pause and play your animation. So, okay. To start, I'm going to color the background, and it's going to be pink. And I recommend to create a plan for your animation, because when it comes to animation you can end up with a thing completely different that you had in mind. So it's great that you have an idea already in paper, or and a thing that you have in your mind, like an idea. Okay, in the layer on top, I have to create a circle that is going to be white, and that is going to be a ball. I'm using the calligraphy brush, and I'm going to put my fingers so the ball is perfectly round. I'm going to make sure that there's no parts, and then I'm going to reshape it because it's too big. Once we have that, we have to duplicate that layer, and we're going to keep on duplicating that same layer because it's the same ball that is going to be moving from left to right, bouncing, and it has to be the same size. So it gives the notion to the viewer that is the same ball. Okay, so we are going to keep on moving and duplicate it. I'm sorry about the shaky image. We have to keep, we have to keep on duplicating that. We are going to keep on duplicating that layer and moving it along the way until it hits the bottom. And once it hits the bottom, that, let me see here, okay. Once you hit the bottom, that ball has the effect that it squishes itself. That allows the viewer to see a more natural movement. So when that ball hits the bottom, I'm going to add the Akai part of my surname, my nickname, and it's going to be Akai. Okay. And once I have that name, I'm going to rasterize so it's an image and not a text and not text. I'm going to place it where it's supposed to be. And I'm going to duplicate that layer because I want a perfect Akai in the right size. And the layer that is beneath that one, I'm going to delete it because there is no place where I want it. Here is place where I want it. Okay, then I'm going to duplicate that layer. And I was telling you that that name is going to go from down up. It's like when the ball hits the bottom, it reveals the name and it keeps its movement to the next part of my name. I'm going to go bigger so you can see what I'm doing. And once the name has reached its normal size, I'm going to duplicate the ball because remember that the ball is going to keep its way up to the right. And also I'm going to merge the ball to the name because from now on I want the name to keep on revealing, that this stay in the picture, not to go away. So from now on, I'm just going to duplicate the layer of Akai with the ball in it. And we are just going to use the lasso tool to keep on moving the ball. Here I'm revealing the more onion frames so I know how tall the ball was when it came from the left. Okay. So here I'm using the lasso tool and moving just the ball. I'm going to duplicate that layer and keep on doing the same, moving just the ball this tall and keep on duplicating it until it hits bottom again. I have to do it, okay, here, okay. I'm going to make it go down right now. And it hits bottom, it's going to do the same. It's going to squish itself and reveal the other part of my name. Like so. You have to use freeform and no uniform because otherwise it's going to move the whole thing together, and we only want the top part of the shape to move. Here I'm doing the Hannah. I'm going to make it bigger, Okay, I'm going to place it where it's supposed to be, and merge that down. But I have to duplicate that, erase the ball, and in the place of the ball, I'm going to put the Hannah. And with the lasso tool, I'm going to freeform. I'm going to squeeze the name like so. Okay, and then I'm going to keep on duplicating that layer and keep on growing it until we have its normal size that we have on top. Okay, once we have it, we have to duplicate that layer and merge down the normal size Hannah with the Akai. Once we do that, we have to then again duplicate the ball layer, put it on top, and help the ball keep its movement. Right now, I'm going to show you how it's. I'm going to show you here. I'm sorry, I'm using a ping pong. We're going to do the loop one, and I'm going to show you how it's turning out the animation. And here, I want to show you how you can add some. Here I erase it, and one of the layers that is not allowing the animation to be natural, so that's why I erase it and change some of the movements because it looks funny. And I'm going to see if it's fixed. Okay, here I was telling you this. Okay, you can see here that it's better. I changed it to 15 frames per second. I want it to be faster. And here I'm going to show you how you can add a little embellishments, like motion physically, I don't know how you can say that, like things that are going to make it more natural, the movement, like these squeaky things. And it's a little star over here, and you have to redraw that every single layer, because you have to see it in the whole animation. If you do this in every single layer, when it's finished, I'm going to show you how it's going to look. And it's going to look cute, and it's going to look great. So allow me to do this faster so you can see how it's going to end up. Okay, let's start here. And once I finish, I'm going to put 3 lines over here. And see? When the ball hits the bottom, okay, right here I'm going to duplicate the ball, and we are going to And we are going to place it when it's supposed to be, because it's going to keep on its trajectory onto the left, onto the next part of the name, and onto the left wall, let's say wall. And using the lasso tool, we are going to move that ball. So duplicate it, moving again and again until it hits rock bottom again, and it squish itself and it reveals the last part of the name, that is art. Okay, Hannah art. Okay, and in this part it's just the same. We are going to duplicate that name, and we are going to squeeze it, and we are going to duplicate that and make it bigger until it's its normal size. We are going to put the embellishments, the little lines, the squeaky lines coming out of the bowl, and the name until it's its normal size. Okay, I'm drawing here the squeaky lines in every single layer. Okay, and once I do that, I duplicate the ball again, and it's going to keep on moving until it hits the right wall. We're going to duplicate that and keep on moving onto the right wall, like so. I'm going to fix that. Okay. Once it hit the wall, it's going to squish itself like this. I'm going to test again how it's looking, and we are going to put the squeaky lines. I don't know if you call that way. And this time I'm not duplicating just the ball. I'm duplicating the whole layer because it's easier. So now the ball is going to go to the bottom part of the screen. So once it goes to the bottom part, it's going to look smaller. So I have to reshape the ball to be smaller, so the viewer has the feeling that the ball is going to go farther away, and when it hits the bottom wall, it's going to squish itself and it's going to go smaller. And once it hits that wall, it's going to come right at us. So in this part, I'm not going to duplicate and move because I want the ball to be bigger. So I'm going to draw the ball in every single layer. I'm sorry about the shaky image. I'm going to draw every single layer. Here it is. You see how it's getting bigger, and it's filling the whole screen until the screen goes white. And here we change our animation style. You can see here it is how it's turning out. I love it. Okay. So in the last part of the animation, the screen is white, and I want the last part of the animation to be what I do for living, and that part is illustration. I have to write this, change color, and it's going to be edit text. I'm going to be blue. I want it to be blue, and I wanted to illustrate to be illustration. Okay, and design. Okay, illustration and design. I use my usual font, and I want this animation is going to be different because it's going to change its opacity. So it's going to be from you not seeing anything to be revealing itself to the screen. Okay, so I'm going to duplicate that layer, and every single layer is going to have a different opacity. You hit N, that is normal, and you change the opacity. I'm going to put the first one to be 20% opacity, and I'm going to duplicate that. I'm going to duplicate that layer, and the next one is going to have 40% opacity. Only 40%. Okay. I'm going to duplicate that. That is going to be 60% opacity. Okay. Perfect. And the next one is going to be 80% opacity. You can create more layers with more different percentage of opacity. But I just wanted to create 4, and then I'm going to duplicate the white layer, because that opacity, that layer with opacity is going to be on top of that layer. So I have to duplicate it as many times as the part of illustration and design. And then I'm going to merge down those two layers, the white layer and the letters layer, like so. Perfect. Now you can see how it turned out, more or less. Let me put it front, illustration and design. You can see how it's, let me change the lighting so you can see it better. Okay, perfect, like this. You can see how the illustration and design part comes from nothing to really saturated. So yeah, this is more or less the animation. You can see it in the beginning of this video. Is this one, I'm going to show you how it turned. Oh, no, okay. Okay, like this. Perfect. Here's how it turned out. It's different, I know. I took my time creating this video, and it's quite different, but the techniques I used, I teach it in this video. So thank you so much for watching. So that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. This video has been re-recorded due to the last video got corrupted in the process of editing, Even the footage files got corrupted. I don't know what was it. So I had to record it again. Thank you so much for waiting for it. I know that a few of you wanted to watch this video before. So here it is. I hope you enjoy it and find it useful. If you like videos like this and you want to watch more videos about it, just give it a thumbs up and spread the love by sharing. Don't forget to check out my Etsy store. It has a bunch of new releases, new brushes, new printables for you guys. And that's it. Again, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!